Hey guys, welcome back to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I'm Doug. This is part 2 of our outdoor kitchen build. In this episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to talk about how we squared up our pad with the forms to make sure that our pad would be squared once we add the concrete. We went about a couple of different methods. There's a 3-4-5 method, which you can multiply any multiplication of 3-4-5, like 6, 8, 10. We did go with the 6, 8, 10 because it's an 18 by 24 pad, so it was a little easier to do. Also, one of our subscribers left the link in the comment section down below that led us to like a CAD program, and all we had to do was enter in the 18 by 24 in the program, and it told us that we needed to be 30 feet from corner to check for square. So now that we have our forms all square, we're going to be showing you how we arrived there, just so in case you didn't know, and then we're going to be showing you video right now of how we put the posts in the ground. All right, so we got the post in the ground, and here in the Midwest where we live, 20 inches, 25 inches, up to about 28, 30 is the frost line. So we made sure that each post was 36 inches below the ground right now. And then did we fill that with rock or did we fill that with concrete? We'll be showing you that in the next part of this video. And we're also going to be showing you guys how we made sure that the posts were in line square to where they need to be around the foundation. Now we do have concrete scheduled for later this week, so in the next video what you guys are going to see is us adding rock to the area and then tamping it down, preparing for the concrete, and giving you guys some tips and some pointers on how to do that. So hang on for a second, and then we're going to show you guys how we are plumbing up the posts and then setting them in the quickcrete. All right, now I'm going to show you guys how we got our straight line so we know where the posts are going to line up. On both corners, we took 2 marks which represent the post, and then we did them 3 inches from the corner on both sides, this board and that board, and that gave us the square where the post is going to set into. This mark here is the outside of this post once it's 3 inches off of the back. So after we get this post set, we know that this line will represent the outside post, and that once we plumb it up, and it'll be 3 inches off of that board and 3 inches off of the board behind it, okay? And then we run this line all the way down to the other end, and it has the same markings. So all we do is run the line from this spot where the line is on the board, and then we run it all the way down and pull it tight, and then put it on the same line, outside line that's at the other end, and that'll give us a straight line to work off of. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so we're moving right down the line, literally, and we place each post, you know, on our forms we marked where each post goes. So we're making sure to stay true to the line that gives us and the line that we're putting it up against. Then we're measuring for plumb. You take your level and you put it on the front of the post and make sure it stays in between the lines, the bubble does. And then you put it on the sides, make sure that it stays between the lines like that. And then that'll give you plumb. And then as a third measure of measurements, I am measuring 3 inches off of the back because I know I want my post to be in 3 inches off of the edge of the concrete pad, okay? So by default, it's going to be that way when I'm touching this post up against this line because that line is set for that measurement. So that's dead on right there, 3 inches. And then I'm going to plumb it, and my lovely assistant is going to pour the concrete in. All right, go ahead. So we're gonna drop a little bit in the hole first, just to kind of, so I can set it and plumb it again. That's good. A little on the back. It's like the stage effect to get the smoke. A little on the back. That's good. All right, grab me that poker there so I can poke that. All right. So she's going to jab the stick down in there. We like to jab the stick down in there. It kind of packs it all in without hitting the post. And then I'm going to plumb it up again. That's good.
Let me do the back.
Good. And then I'm going to plumb it up. That's good. All right, I'm ready for more concrete all the way around. All the way around, front, back, sides. Hit it with your best shot.
I don't like the smoke.
More. Dump it all in there. Quit bumping the pole. Good help's hard to find. Alright, so our pole is plumb. And this pole will actually be for our door.
More?
Alright, so that's how we have it set. All the way down. We use the line for the front. Now if I measure the back, it'll be spot on 3 inches. Boom, spot on 3 inches. We're going to pour some more in there. And I know everybody has their way of doing things, right? And when you see this video, this is already done. So we appreciate, like comments, or if you're talking with somebody down below in the comment section. But this is already done. So a lot of people like to mix their quickcrete up in the wheelbarrow and all that. I've done all this fencing around here. The way I like to do it is I just pour it in the hole. First I put some water in, then I pour the quickcrete in, and then I'll add some water to it. And that stuff is like a sponge. It just sucks all that moisture in. And I've never had a problem with it. Some people do it that way, and some people don't like to do it that way. But that's the way we did it. And by the time you see this, it's already done. So I'm just going to double check my marks again. Make sure I'm staying true to my line. Looks good. Front line looks good. Plumb. Plumb. So that's how we do it, and we just keep doing this all the way around, and we'll show you again when we're done at the very end of what we have to do right now. But then, like I said, the next video that we have is going to be us compacting the rocks in here, bringing up the floor to just underneath the form, because what that does is, you know, it prevents the concrete from seeping out underneath the form. So this will be compacted down with rock till right underneath there, all the way around the whole area, and then we'll be ready for concrete. So hang on a second and we'll show you some more. Alright, so I'm going to finish up with my last hole, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. And then the next video you guys are going to see us tamping down the rock layer at a time, and then building up the floor till it gets to the bottom of our form. Okay, and that right there is the sun oven. You can see it right there. Don't forget that the sun oven webinar is the 22nd at 7 p.m. All the information is below in the description box. It's free to sign up for, and we want you guys to take advantage of it. And usually at the end of the webinar, Paul, who owns All American Sun Oven, has a special, you know, kind of a thing for people that attend the webinar. So we've stretched our string on this back part now. I'm back over in the corner here, and I'm going to plumb up this pole just like we did all the other ones. And then I'm going to get the quickcrete in there. And if I didn't mention it before, let me see that stick, please. My lovely assistant will be bringing over the stick. All right, so this is the stick that we use, and then when we put the quickcrete in there, I poke this stick, and what that does is take out all the voids, and it causes the quickcrete to settle in around the hole so there's no air bubbles, no voids, and then we'll add some water, and then that stuff will be rock solid hard in the morning. So hope you guys enjoyed this installation of the off-grid outdoor kitchen. There's going to be more following this, and we're just trying to show you guys step by step in case you want to build one for yourself. So if you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitter. This is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug, and we'll see you guys on the next one.